Well, as most people already know, the little story about how I worked for Westinghouse for 22 years as an engineer, and then I lost my job. I knew I was going to lose my job, so I had a couple years to figure out what to do, and I didn't want to get back in the corporate world again and work for somebody else where I might lose my job again. And this was in the 1980s, and there was a lot of downsizing going on, so I decided to buy my own business.
Rusty called and said he had bought a business, a dunking tank business, and I really did think that it had just gotten to him that he was scared he wasn't going to buy a business, and he bought this crazy business that I didn't even know what it was. In fact, I said to him, have you taken leave of your senses? And besides that, what's a dunking tank?
Well, it goes way back. There was dunk tanks at carnivals. They used a horse trough, and they were unsafe, and you couldn't move them around. So Twister Display developed the first professionally made dunk tank that's safe and portable. We eventually got a patent on the trigger mechanism, so it worked fine. And we started to just make the dunk tanks, and we sold hundreds and hundreds.
At the time, I've never seen a dunking tank, but we went there, and I bought the business and started the business, and it was a big, exciting adventure for me.
And he said, "You watch me, honey." He said, "I'm going to make this business really work for us." And with the Lord's help, and believe me, we prayed all the time for Twister, and we were able to keep our sons and lots of friends in the business. And we've really enjoyed it. It's been a fun business. It wasn't just hard work. It was a lot of fun.
This is Dwayne Swanee. He's telling me the business. This is Robbie. He's my ace worker here. He's going to help me make these tanks. This is Twister Display. Want to buy a dunking tank? You come to the right place. Come on in. I'll show you around. All the Twister Displays. Sold my first order yesterday, and we got this place running smooth. Someday going to turn it into a big multi-million-dollar corporation. Twister Displays manufactures dunking tanks, and we have a whole line of beautiful products that will be pouring out of this plant all over the world. This is my office: telephone, typewriter, desk, filing cabinets. All ready to process this. Thousands of orders will be pouring in. This is 2 tanks. We shipped 2 earlier this week. This is another storeroom. Come on in and we'll look around here a little bit. We now have 3 tanks ready to put on the frames, and this is the trailer frame. We have about 15 or 16 built up ahead of time. This is the actual target. That's all made up here. The frame that's welded up. You can see they put the axle on here and put the tires on it. This is the seat made out of fiberglass. Same color that they match the tank. Mold where we make the fiberglass tanks. Now here's a fiberglass tank that's come out of the mold. It has to have the edges ground off. And it takes 2 people to put this in. One gets inside the tank, the other one out here. Put the glass in place. So that's pretty much the procedure of putting the window in the tank.
tonight's Made in Southwest Florida, Elizabeth Tardy tells us about this local flashing success story.
We've all seen them at carnivals and amusement parks. Maybe you've even had the pleasure of dunking your boss at your company picnic, or you've been dunked yourself. It seems dunking tanks are irresistible.
Well, dunk tanks have been around for 75 years. It's an old idea, but it was always a fun thing. People like to see somebody get dunked. They like to dunk the mayor, the fireman, the pretty girl, the clown. It's been a fun thing.
Twister Displays is the only manufacturer in the world of professional dunk tanks. Their factory is in Fort Myers. It takes about a day and a half to make each dunk tank. The sparkling colors are mixed and then sprayed into a mold. Later, it's combined with fiberglass to make the tank rugged and durable. Add a little protective fencing, and it's ready to go. These tanks are not as heavy and awkward as those made years ago out of steel, and they're less likely to cause injuries.
We're looking for a safe product, and one of the key features to our donkey tank, it uses a lightweight, safe tennis ball, so somebody's not throwing a hard baseball.
The tanks cost between $2,000 and $3,000 each. Twister sells them all over the world. Elizabeth Tardy, Eyewitness News.
In order to be successful, you have to take a risk. I took a risk when I bought my business. I more or less invested all my money in this business. But to be successful, I believe you have to be able to take a risk. I was scared. I didn't know if it was going to make it, or I didn't know how to run a business, but I just did it by the seat of my pants and learned as I went along, and God blessed the business, and it started to grow, and we sold more and more dunking tanks. And
Maybe I better not do this. I sit here all day. All right, folks, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the Twister Displays theme song. All right, guys, let's go. A donkey we will go, a donkey we will go. I-O, cheerio, a donkey we will go.
Here we go. Number one, going down, going down, going down. There's one. Okay, number two is going down. Number three is going down. Number four is going down. Number four. No, you gotta. Number four is going down. Trying hard. Number four. All right, good. Here goes Diana for number five. Number five. The orange dolphin tank is going down. Oh, number 6 went down. Number 7 went down. All right, number 8, green tank's going down. Number 9 and number 10. Whoa, great job, guys. I think we did it in less than 30 seconds. We'll check our, how many? 57 seconds. We did it in less than a minute. Way to go, guys. A world record.
Big announcement, folks. Twister Display just sold our 10,000th dunk tank.
video that Mr. Cornell took of me, and where I predicted. It's kind of funny. It all came true. Where I said someday I'd have a multi-million-dollar business shipping products all over the world, and that's the way it's turned out.
And we got this place running smooth. Some vegans turned into a big multi-million-dollar corporation. Twister Displays manufactures dunking tanks, and we have a whole line of beautiful products that will be pouring out of this plant all over the world.